Before anyone could stop her, Linda ran away. She found a dark small room in the hospital to hide. The hospital guards started looking for Linda. They searched everywhere, opening doors and calling her name. While hiding, Linda took out her phone. Her hands were shaking as she called Sarah. When Sarah answered, Linda said, "Your husband knows. He came to the hospital. What should I do?" Sarah's answer shocked Linda. "I'm sorry, but I can't help you," Sarah said. "You are on your own." Then Sarah hung up. Linda felt alone and scared. She didn't know what to do next. The guards were getting closer and closer, and she had no one to help her. Meanwhile, Sarah was at home feeling very scared. She had always worried that someone might find out her secret. Because of this, she had made a plan to run away if things went wrong. For a long time, Sarah had been saving money in a secret place. She did this just in case she needed to leave quickly. Sarah had also noticed that Tom was acting different lately. He kept looking at Olivia in a funny way. Tom was asking strange questions too. This made Sarah think that Tom might know something was wrong. All of this made Sarah very nervous. She started to think that maybe it was time to use her escape plan. She looked at the bag she had packed and hidden, wondering if she should take Olivia and leave before Tom came home. Sarah quickly got her emergency bag. She had packed clothes for her and Olivia. She couldn't leave Olivia behind. She had spent a lot of money to get her, and now she loved her like her own. Sarah put the bags in her car. She drove to Olivia's school. She told her teachers a lie, saying there was a family emergency. The teachers believed her and let Olivia go with Sarah. Then Sarah and Olivia drove away to a place no one knew about. Back at the hospital, the guards caught Linda. They took her to the office to ask her questions. Linda couldn't say she didn't do anything wrong because she had run away, which made her look guilty. The police came to the hospital and Linda confessed to having stolen a twin baby from the hospital and sold her to Sarah. Meanwhile, the mother was still in a coma the time Linda stole the twin. Everyone around was shocked to hear this. The police put handcuffs on Linda and took her away. Before they left, Linda looked at Tom with sad eyes. She said, "I was just trying to help your wife. I wanted to give a girl a better life than she would have had in the village." This really stunned everyone around. Tom went home after this. The house was very quiet. He called out for Sarah, but no one answered. He tried to call her phone, but it was turned off. Tom started to feel scared. "Olivia," he shouted. "Is she safe?" Tom ran to his car. He had the feeling that Olivia might be in danger. He drove to her school as fast as he could. When he got there, he went straight to Olivia's classroom, but Olivia wasn't there. The teacher told Tom that Olivia's mother had come to get her. She said there was an emergency. Tom's fears came true. Olivia was gone. Tom started to sweat. He thought he knew his wife, but now he realized that he didn't really quite know her. He had always seen Sarah as a gentle, loving wife who took care of their home and loved him and Olivia. But this Sarah he was seeing now was like a stranger to him. Tom called his mother. He told her everything that had happened. He explained about Linda at the hospital, Sarah missing from home, and now Olivia gone from school. Tom's mother was shocked. She asked, "What are you going to do now?" Tom took a deep breath. "I need to find them, Mom," he said. "I'm going to call the police." Tom called the police and told them what had happened. The police said they would start looking for Sarah and Olivia right away. They asked Tom for pictures of Sarah and Olivia to help them search. While waiting for the police to arrive, Tom tried to think where Sarah might have gone. He looked around the house for clues. In Sarah's closet, he noticed some clothes were missing. He also found that some money was gone from their safe. Tom realized that Sarah had been planning this for a while. He felt sad and angry at the same time. He wondered how long Sarah had been lying to him. When the police arrived, they asked Tom many questions. They wanted to know if Sarah had any friends or family she might go to. Tom told them everything he could think of. The police started to search the city. They looked at bus stations, train stations, and at the airport. They also checked hotels and motels, but Sarah and Olivia were nowhere to be found. Days passed, and there was still no sign of Sarah and Olivia. Tom couldn't sleep or eat. He was so worried about Olivia. He kept thinking about how scared she must be. Tom's mother came to stay with him. She tried to comfort him, but Tom was too upset. He kept blaming himself for not noticing that something was wrong. Meanwhile, Sarah and Olivia were far away. Sarah had driven to a small town in another state. She rented a small house using a fake name. She told Olivia they were on a special trip and that they would go home soon. Olivia missed her dad and her toys. She didn't understand why they had left so suddenly. Sarah tried to keep her happy, but Olivia could tell something was wrong. At John and Mary's house, John told Mary about his boss Tom. Tom had been away from work because of a family problem. John didn't know what exactly happened. At night, their daughter Emily was having trouble sleeping. During the day, she talked to herself a lot. John and Mary were worried. They didn't understand what was wrong with Emily. One night, they heard Emily giggling in her sleep. When they checked on her, she was smiling and moving her hands like she was playing with someone. In the morning, Emily told them she had fun dreams about playing with a girl who looked just like her. Back at Tom's house, his most difficult conversation was yet to come. Tom invited John and his family to his home, knowing he had to reveal the truth about Emily's twin. The meeting was emotional and tense, with John and Mary struggling to come to terms with the fact that their long-lost daughter had been living in the same city, raised by John and his wife. When Tom told them everything, John understood why his boss had been asking him strange questions before. He got very upset and started sweating. Mary was upset too, but she stayed calm. She reminded John that Tom had always been good to them, giving John a job when they really needed it, plus many other things they had done for them as a family. Suddenly, they heard Emily say, "Olivia!" She was pointing to a picture of Olivia on the wall. Everyone turned to look at Emily, surprised. They couldn't believe what they had just heard. Tom jumped from his seat. He asked Emily what she had just said. Emily said, "That's Olivia. I talk and play with her." Everyone looked at each other confused. Mary went to Emily and asked her to explain more. Emily said Olivia came to her in her dreams. They would play together a beautiful garden with lots of flowers and a big tree house. Before leaving, Olivia would ask Emily to come and get her because she wanted to come back home. Then Emily said, "I know where she stays." Everyone's eyes got big because of the shocking things Emily was saying. Some of the things Emily said surprised Tom because Emily couldn't have known unless someone told her. Emily described the house where Olivia was staying. She talked about the colors of the wall, the plants in the garden, and even the squeaky gate. Tom started to believe what Emily was saying. He asked Emily if she knew where Olivia was. Emily told them the name of a small town in Nigeria called Owerri. They all got in the car right away and drove to Owerri. It was a long journey, and Emily slept most of the way. When she woke up, she said she had another dream about Olivia. This time, Olivia told her they were coming to get her. When they got to Owerri, Emily showed them the way as if she had been there before. She pointed out landmarks that matched what she had seen in her dreams. She pointed to a small apartment and said, "Olivia is there! She's there!" They parked in front of the apartment and Tom knocked on the door. Inside, Sarah was scared. She wasn't expecting anyone. Olivia suddenly got excited and ran to the door. She saw Tom, but Sarah stopped her. Sarah went to the door instead, thinking it might be a neighbor. When she opened the door, she saw Tom. She tried to close it, but Tom was too quick. He held the door open and went inside. Olivia saw her dad and screamed happily. She jumped into his arms. John and Mary were shocked. Olivia looked exactly like Emily. Olivia looked over her dad's shoulders and saw Emily. She yelled, "Emily, you found me!" She ran to Emily and the two girls hugged. They started talking fast, finishing each other's sentences like they had known each other forever. Everyone was amazed at what happened. They realized the two girls had special twin powers. They could talk to each other in a way that only twins could. Sarah was frozen in shock. Tom's voice brought her back to reality. He asked Sarah why she did all of this. Sarah fell to her knees, crying and asking Tom to forgive her. She explained how much she wanted a child and how scared she was of losing Tom's love. She knew it was wrong, but she couldn't stop herself. Then she heard police sirens. She got scared because she knew it was over. She held Tom's legs, crying and begging for forgiveness. Tom had called the police when they had parked at the apartment. The police came and took Sarah away. Olivia was confused and scared. She didn't understand why her mom was being taken away. Tom hugged her tight and promised to explain everything when they got home. Everyone drove back to their town after talking to the police. During the drive, Emily and Olivia sat together, holding hands and talking softly. They seemed to understand each other in a way no one else could. A few days later, Tom and John's families met to talk about what to do next. They decided that Olivia should keep living with Tom. It wouldn't be fair to Olivia to change her life so suddenly, but Olivia would visit John and Mary's home often, and Emily would visit Tom's home too. Tom offered to take Emily and Michael to Olivia's school. This way, Emily and Olivia could grow up together and be close like twins. John became their driver, taking them to and from school every day. The first day of school was exciting for everyone. Emily and Olivia walked into the classroom, holding hands. Their teacher was surprised to see the two girls who looked so much alike. The other kids were curious too, asking if they were twins. As things got better, Tom remembered how badly he had treated his ex-wife Emma. He and his mother asked to meet Emma so they could say sorry. Emma was surprised to hear from them after so long. When they met, Tom apologized for everything he had done wrong. His mother said sorry too for being unkind to Emma. Emma listened to them and saw that they were truly sorry. She forgave them, which made everyone feel better. The families learned many important lessons from this experience. The truth always comes out. No matter how hard Sarah tried to hide what she did, the truth finally came out. Love is stronger than blood. Even though Olivia wasn't Tom's real daughter, he loved her just the same. Forgiveness is powerful. Emma forgave Tom and his mother, which helped everyone heal. Family is what to make it. John, Mary, Tom, Emily, Olivia, and Michael became a big, unusual family, but they loved each other very much. Twins have a very special bond. Emily and Olivia showed that twins can have a connection that goes beyond what we can see. It's never too late to say sorry. Tom apologized to Emma, even though a lot of time had passed. Honesty is the best policy. If Sarah had been honest from the start, she could have avoided a lot of pain from everyone. Every child deserves love. Both Emily and Olivia deserve to be loved and cared for, no matter where they came from. People can change. Tom changed from being unkind to Emma to someone who wanted to make things right. Working together helps solve problems. The families worked together to figure out what was best for the children. As time went on, Emily and Olivia grew closer. They loved being in the same school and spending time together. They still had their special twin connection, but now they could talk and play in real life too. They had sleepovers every weekend, switching between Tom's house and John and Mary's house. Michael, Emily's brother, became like a brother to Olivia too. He was always there to make them laugh when they were sad or help them with their homework. He felt special being the only boy in their group and took his job as their protector very seriously. Tom worked hard to be a good father to Olivia. He made sure she knew that even though Sarah did something wrong, it didn't change how much he loved Olivia. He took her to visit Sarah in jail sometimes, helping Olivia understand that Sarah made a mistake but still loved her. John and Mary were happy to have both girls in their lives. They loved watching Emily and Olivia play together and grow up side by side. They often marveled at how alike the girls were, from their favorite foods to the way they laughed. The whole town learned about what had happened. At first, people talked a lot about it, but soon they saw how happy the two families were together. They learned that family isn't just about who you are related to, but about who you love and care for. Sarah went to jail for what she did. While she was there, she thought a lot about her actions. She wrote letters to Tom and Olivia saying how sorry she was. It would take a long time, but she hoped that one day they might forgive her. She started helping other women in jail, telling them her story so they could learn from her mistakes. As for Linda, the nurse who helped Sarah take Olivia, she also went to jail. She decided to use her time there to learn how to be a better person. She wanted to help other nurses understand why it's so important to always do the right thing. She started teaching classes in jail about medical ethics. The story of Emily and Olivia became famous. People were amazed by how the twins found each other through their dreams. Some scientists even wanted to study them to learn more about twin connections. But Tom and John decided to protect the girls' privacy, letting them grow up as normal as possible. For Emily and Olivia, the most important thing that they had was each other. They were best friends and sisters. They shared their toys, their secrets, and their lives. They helped each other when things were hard, like when other kids asked questions about their unusual family. As they grew older, Emily and Olivia promised to always be there for each other. They knew their story was unusual, but it made them special. They were thankful for their big, loving family and all the people who cared about them. In the end, what started as a sad and scary situation turned into something beautiful. Two families became one, and two little girls who were separated at birth got to grow up together after all. It wasn't always easy, but their love for each other made everything worthwhile. Emily and Olivia's story taught everyone who heard it that love can overcome any obstacle and that sometimes the most beautiful families are the ones we create. The end. Well, I hope you enjoyed the story. What do you think about how the story ended? Did Tom make the right decisions? Did John and Mary make the right decisions? What would you have done if you were in that situation? Well, let me know in the comment section what you think. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to share the story with your friends and families. Look out for our next video because I surely would like to see you again. Thank you for watching. Bye.